YWCA. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to our inaugural Real Estate Facility Summit. This is an impressive gathering in terms of you in the room and the speakers we have lined up to present to you. I'm just going to take care of a couple of housekeeping items before we have Alejandra welcome everyone into this space today. Other staff members with us, we have Rita Reiter, the Director of Member Services, Alicia Rhodes, Becky Hines, Lisa Grills, Matt Price, and you feel free to ask us if you need anything, if you see us. Anybody I've missed staff-wise? Okay. We also have Wi-Fi information that's on these two credenzas. And you can pick the Winston Guest Wi-Fi, and the password is Winston Way 1018. So that will be something that can help you a little bit today. Your packet contains the handouts that we have for some of the PowerPoints. We don't have all of them in there. Please know we will post everything after the event. We also have a directory in there for your fellow attendees. We're running such a tight agenda that we aren't going to have a chance to go around and introduce everyone. So please introduce yourselves and take advantage of some networking over lunch and just meet some of your colleagues. I want to thank everybody for the tremendous response we had to the real estate surveys. You're going to hear a little bit kind of throughout today with some of the statistics from that. We received a good many of those surveys in a short amount of time, and we're going to continue to gather those for everybody in the network, so we really have an overview of where we are with this information, and we can share that with you so that you can also see what it looks like across the YWCA. For those of you attending the gala tonight, that's going to be at the Museum for Women in the Arts. You should have seating information. There are tables that will have seat numbers, and we'll share those seat assignments on the shuttle back to the hotel. Or if you don't get it there, we'll have it when you arrive at the gala. We can share that information with you. Let's see. I think that is all of the information. We're going to transition quickly between our speakers, so it's going to be a little loose and fluid as we do all of this, but I promise you we're going to have a lot of good information to share with you. And with that, it's my pleasure to introduce Alejandra.
Good morning. Everyone has their coffee and we're ready to go. This is going to be an extraordinary day. I hope you're eating your proteins because we will need all the energy we can muster to process the information, but also to think creatively. I want to thank Sarah in particular, Becky, all the YWCA team, because in the year that I've been CEO of this amazing organization, I have to say I give them credit because they now get me. Every crazy idea that I have, they nod, we do the process, and then they go off and they make it happen. So I thank you for always engaging me in my crazy ideas, but at the end of the day, I think they're not that crazy. Real estate is something that is an asset. And I think for many of you who have seen it as definitely a challenge, some of you have thought about it as your albatross or that thing out there that is hard to manage, hard to leverage, and sometimes many of you have made decisions to sell it just to find ourselves paying rent again. When I came to the YWCA, I wanted to know the collective power of what the YWCA stands for. And one of the things I asked Martin Brewing was, tell me what the value on the books is regarding real estate in the YWCA. And just the book value, what you have put in your 990s, which is not the market value. Collectively, we have over $1 billion worth of real estate. Now, I don't own that real estate, you don't know that, you do. But when I lead with that data to anyone who wants our business, and I say, you realize we have $1 billion worth of real estate, it catches their attention. And again, my job is to leverage you. My job is to make sure that when we go out on a policy issue, whether it's affordable housing
office or General Services Administration, or individuals who can find ways to leverage new market tax credit or leverage other entities who want to find mixed use, or within our YWCA family. You know, I know that Martha Camber is going to talk to you also about her experience in Brooklyn and the help or lack thereof that she received from USA. We're trying to change the narrative as it relates to YWCA USA. You are our clients. We are here to serve you. But we can't serve you unless we know what your challenges are. So please don't assume that we know what's happening every day as you move through leading your YWCAs. This is a partnership, and I'm committed, and I know that you've seen that we are committed to helping you better manage and be better advocates of our mission in its entirety, in its totality. We are conveners in communities, and we have been conveners for 160 years, and that's not lost. So a couple of things that I want to tell you. We've been very busy. I hope you've all seen our public service announcement on voter registration and get out the vote. We are hopeful that CBS is going to pick that up and air it in their PSA time. Yesterday we released a poll on what women want 2018. We released that at the National Press Club. NBC picked that up as a story, and we have several radio interviews and hopefully TV interviews where we were able to say, according to the YWCA's national survey of women and over-indexing for women of color, these are the issues that are important to us as we move into not just this election, but other elections. That was very important to us because you are in Washington, D.C., and there's a reason why we convened you in Washington, D.C. Not that this is the end-all, be-all, but there are lots of decisions that are happening as we sit here today. And our presence as an organization is something that we really want to elevate and highlight. And then finally, it is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And last night, a few of us were at the National Network to End Domestic Violence. And it was great to stand with other partner organizations and to be recognized as a leading organization in supporting survivors of domestic violence. So I tell you all of this just to say, let's own our space. And I don't mean that in no pun intended, but let's own our space. Our space as it relates to public policy, thought leadership, but also our space as it relates to real estate. So today I want to make sure that we ask the right question. Sarah was very appropriate in saying this is the inaugural, which means the first, but not the last. And what we want to do is to build from this. So right now we'll do a diagnostic of what's happening throughout our YWCA network, hear from our speakers, but the goal is to continue this conversation in a more meaningful and intentional way so that we can start to leverage and to really have a voice on how to not only maintain our existing real estate, but hopefully acquire. You'll hear a little bit about opportunity zones, and it's a space that we're also looking to engage in, which is bringing a lot of funders into communities. But I'm going to stop here because there's a lot to cover, and I don't want to take away from our great speakers. We're here. Reach out to us. If I don't return the email immediately, give me a couple of days, only because I mean to, I want to. It's just there's a lot happening. But I do respond to emails directly, and I know that both Becky, Rita, Sarah, Lisa, and Christy, who are your representatives in the Directors for Member Services, are also happy to help. I'll leave you with that. I'm here all day. Tonight will be a wonderful evening. And once again, it's our first time in Washington, D.C. to do an annual event of this kind. Our goal tonight is to let individuals know and our partners that we are a collective force. But it will be a very special night, and I thank you for being here and for supporting all of the crazy ideas that are coming your way from YWCA USA. But your partnership means a lot to us, and I'm happy to see you here. Thank you.